Germany entertained Switzerland in Leipzig, with the host boasting the standout singles player, recently crowned Australian Open champion Angelique Kerber. Switzerland making a return to the World Group for the first time in over a decade. A meeting of two of the strongest Fed Cup nations got started with a first ever match between Andrea Petkovic and Belinda Bencic. The German coming into the weekend off the back of a disappointing first-round exit in Melbourne, and things didn't go well for her here. Bencic taking the early advantage. Usually, the Fed Cup brings the best out of Petkovic, but she struggled as her young opponent edged the first set. The next set was tighter, but the 18-year-old still demonstrated her superiority at such a young age. Despite resistance from Petkovic, the teenage sensation was able to break at a crucial time and take the first rubber of the weekend. All eyes were then on the new world number 2 as she returned to the court following her heroics down under. Kerber and Tamir Baczynski had only met once competitively, the Swiss number 2 coming out on top, albeit 7 years ago. And the confidence that comes with a Grand Slam win was evident as the German raced through the first set. After taking the first set with the loss of just one game, the second set was more even. But to the delight of the home fans, Kerber soon had match point. Baczynski challenging a double fault in vain as the German levelled the tie. Day 2 and a meeting of Day 1's victors. Kerber against Bencic. The 18-year-old had beaten the Australian Open champion in straight sets in their only 2 previous meetings. But a repeat score didn't look likely as Kerber took a 4-1 lead in the first set. But that brought the best out of Bencic and she matched the world number 2 all the way. Breaking back, then forcing a tie-break, the teenager edged the first set. The second was tight again, but the world number 11's tennis only enhancing her growing reputation. The previous week's endeavours looked to have taken their toll on Kerber, as a crucially timed break allowed the visitor to serve out the match and take a 2-1 lead on the final day. So Germany in a precarious position, and for the second reverse singles, Barbara Rittner shuffled her pack, introducing Annika Beck to her first ever live Fed Cup rubber. The opening set was tight, the young German edging it 7-5 in an hour and a quarter. The 21-year-old had impressed at the Australian Open, beating her opponent Tamir Baczynski before losing to eventual champion Kerber, and again, despite her inferior ranking, was the more impressive. The 21-year-old soon brought up a match point. And in 2 hours, 7 minutes, she sealed the match to take it into a 5th and decisive rubber. Both sides made changes to their pairings for the crucial doubles match. The hosts fielding Petkovic in place of Beck to partner Anna-Lena Grunwald. On the back of her 2 singles wins, the Swiss selected Bencic to partner now doubles specialist Martina Hingis. The youth and experience of the Swiss pair combined well, and they recovered from a breakdown early in the first set. Grunfeld, playing for a record 12th year for Germany, was then broken as the momentum was firmly with the visitors. After taking the opening set, the second continued in the same vein as the visiting pair sealed a double break yet again. The Swiss on a roll as Hingis and Bencic looked to send the 2014 runners-up crashing out. Switzerland will now face defending champions the Czech Republic in April's semi-finals.